and welcome, lovely Pisces. My name is Gordon and we're looking at the astrology trends for the week commencing the 23rd of February through to the 2nd of March, and look at the main movers and shakers for Pisces. Now, if you've just tuned to the channel, you've never seen us before, thank you very much for getting involved, and if you want to press the subscribe button, that will get you updates when I do update on a regular weekly basis the videos to do with your own particular star sign. Now this is a video for Pisces Sun and also Pisces Rising, and if you go to the top of the playlist, because this is always in a playlist, they're always produced each week in a playlist, go to the top of the playlist and that will give you the overall trend astrologically for the week. But this particular video is just for Pisces and or Pisces Rising. If you wish to get involved, as I said, please subscribe to the channel. That gets you the updates on a regular weekly basis. Or of course you can subscribe to me for a newsletter if you go onto my website www.gordonrobertspiritmedium.co.uk, press the subscribe button, and that gives you more of a newsletter as to what we're doing on a regular basis and how we are expanding and maybe coming to a venue near you. Okay, right, advert's over, let's get going. So Pisces, what do we see with you this week? Well, of course we see the sun coming into your wonderful sign and also invigorating your latter day ruling planet, which of course is Neptune. So happy birthday to all you Pisces for this coming week. And where do we see the main area? Well, the first thing, Pisces, I want to say is that, you know, passion and energy, which is in your second house at this particular moment, your particular moment in time. Your second house, which is ruled by Aries, which is quite a driven house. We see coming in there the planets of Venus and also, of course, the planet of Mars, and those two linking together. And when those two link together, then we get a passion and we get a drive going on there, and this is really around the money. You need to be careful you don't spend too much money or go over the top, because as the sun comes into your first house, it's also going to be invigorating you and making you feel pretty good, pretty on top. You know, the sun comes in, invigorates Neptune, which is a little bit to do with fantasy. It can be a little bit to do with making yourself feel good. So there can be a feeling this week, if you're not careful, of you know, of spending a little bit too much money. This area of your chart, there's been an area of your chart that has been around for a little while and has been perhaps causing chop and change, especially around the work area. And this concerns the, you know, Capricorn, which it influences your 11th house. And you have Pluto up there. Now in your second house, you've had for a good year, 18 months, causing influence. You have Uranus in the second house, and this is going to be making you think how and why you are doing the work that you do. And you would have been looking necessarily for expansions and differences around the work area. It's just been niggling and tweaking and pushing and jibing you. And it would have caused necessarily changes. It also causes changes in the way you think as well. So you may have been experiencing transitions in just your, you know, in the consciousness of the way you see things, the friends that you have, the way that you react with friends, the way that you network, changing friends in that, you know, in that general area. And then that would also play off with how you want to get money in. So new ways of making money, new ways of tying up how you're seen, how your personal wealth is seen. Now, the personal wealth cannot necessarily relate to money. It can relate to how people value you. So this transition has been going through and is coming to a little bit of a head as we go in over the next couple of months. So this week is quite an important week for you because that area of your chart once again gets reactivated, and it gets reactivated by emotion. And there could be a feeling of the little person, the little parrot sat on the shoulder, or the little angel sat on the shoulder just saying, well, you've always wanted to do that. Why don't you do it? You've always wanted to do that. Do it. And these opportunities start to manifest around you this week. And it can be quite subtle. It can be maybe changing your wardrobe because you want to be perceived in a different way. Changing or looking for jobs because you want to be perceived in a different way. Looking at self-employment. Anything along those lines. And when we look at where the moon is influencing, because the moon at the moment is in a waxing stage, and the moon is looking at expansion. It looks at areas that you are going to be receiving energy in to expand. And when we look at those areas, where are they coming from? There's around you, it's around your communications, and it's also around your feeling of self-worth. So it's a bit of an examination with you this week, Pisces. Enjoy your birthdays, because it's almost like the anniversary comes up and we'd be thinking, where am I going to be next year? What am I going to be doing? How am I going to be making that transition complete? Thank you very, very much for getting involved, Pisces. Absolute joy to do the trends for you. Look forward to speaking to you again next week. Remember, if you have just joined the channel, please subscribe, because it means you get the videos out on a regular basis. And also, of course, if you want to get interactive with me on the website below, please feel free to look up the website and also subscribe to the newsletter. Thank you once again. I look forward to speaking to you next week.